Oh, hey everybody! Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on
Good
in.
evening.
Ooh, we love that, Rob. The dulcet tones of Rob telling us good evening. He's a ghost, but
This
he's
is
here.
it's the best Alfred Hitchcock I could do.
We'll take it. We'll take
Oh,
it.
I thought it was Dracula.
Oh, no.
Wow. Well, so
Well.
much for that.
I never do Hitchcock.
Anyway, welcome to something completely new.
That's true.
This is what I'm tentatively, maybe forever, I don't know. I love a good alliteration. Calling Trailer Talk Tuesday, with trailer and movie talk Tuesday kind of being the subtitle here.
I suggested trailer trash and nobody agreed with me.
Thank you for
Trailer
making
Trash
that known,
Talk.
Rob.
Trailer Talk Trash. Trailer
Yeah.
Talk Trash Day. Yeah, no, so there's variations we can work with it. We can work with
There
this.
are.
Or
then-
abbreviated.
Perfect. Great. Wow. Yeah. Is perfect. Thank you so much.
Dig it out.
We have other new things going on today too. There's so many new things. It's just like everyone's gobsmacked about all the new stuff. But this is basically going to be like awesome comics and cocktails. If you ever hung out with us on a Monday afternoon when it was, or not Monday afternoon, Monday evening when it was me and Walter and we talked about like comic book movies and news and whatever. It's kind of like that, except just more broad with any movie, TV
Did you
show.
say broads?
I did say broads.
Wait.
You heard me right.
Nice.
We also talked about the latest Chaplin news. Chaplin, what is new in your world?
Broads.
Wow, he actually got that sound effect. I mean, that's pretty new in his world. I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah. Amazing.
Good get, Chaplin. No, I guess that's it. Okay, that's
it.
all we're gonna get.
We missed that one. We had that one moment, and that was it.
Never again.
Never again. So basically, we're gonna be watching some trailers and then chatting about them afterwards. We're not gonna do the YouTuber live react of like, oh my god thing.
Mhm.
We'll watch
Did
it.
you like the applause and the oh?
So we'll watch them first, just in case you all haven't seen them, or I know I haven't watched one of them. My bad. I knew it was a thing because people kept asking Doug about it, but I haven't watched the trailer for the
so
Wild
I-
Robot.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say Inside Out too. I was gonna be like, what?
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
No, I saw that one. I absolutely saw
Clicked
that
on that
one.
right away.
Yeah. Absolutely. And if we have time, we'll chat about some other news, the Oscars. I know people probably want to know what Doug and Rob think about the Oscars here, so we'll chat about that for a little while. But before we get into the news and all that jazz and your wonderful hype train that we have started here, thank you so much. Let me also explain just a little bit about some of our new goals that you'll see next to the slideshow there. First, we have a new sub goal for March, which I'm really excited about, and I hope that we get to it. It's a little confusing if you do exclamation point goal, so I feel like I need to explain it a little bit more. So basically, if we're at 200 subs by, I forget what date it is. If you do exclamation point goal, it'll show you. The way I worded it is we're going to do a Family Feud style game with chat. So if you know Family Feud, basically they have questions and they call people and poll people and are like, according to the survey, what is Popeye's favorite food or whatever. So like I'll put out
lasagna.
Right, exactly. I
Could
will
be spinach lasagna.
Right. If we get this, I'll put out like a survey and I'll be like, okay, chat, what is the best movie ever released? And you'll give me answers. And then we'll have like teams. So maybe it'll be like the Walkers versus Tamara and Walter or something like that. And they'll try to guess what you guys think is like the best movie or the best actor of our generation or something like that.
I like that, guessing what the chat would say.
Yeah.
With that isn't even like, whatever. I like, we surveyed like all these people on the street. No, it's just chat.
It's just
and
chat.
It's like, how well do we know chat? How well? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think well, but I'm still curious.
Right. So I think that'll be fun. The other goal you'll see underneath that is we now have a weekly bit goal. And the weekly bit goal, what that gets us, if we hit that by Friday after Doug's stream, we will spin the wheel of giveaways for a giveaway And we have 3 choices on the wheel right now. One choice are a sticker pack with these Nostalgia Critic stickers that were
The
designed.
second is Chaplin. You can win Chaplin.
You
Just look
can't
at-
win
look at this
Chaplin. I'm
popple.
so sorry, chat. You
Look
you
at this
cannot.
popple, kitty. You totally can. He's a
Not a
magic
guarantee.
popple.
Another option is one of these enamel pins that we have, which is the critic's tie or a bill. And then a last option is a movie. If you just want one of the many movies or codes that we have up for grabs. So, Wayflow, I'm sorry, you can't have Chaplin. We've had this discussion so many times. You can't just take Chaplin. All right, before we hop too much into the trailers, let me get to some of these bit messages and subscriptions really
Yes.
fast. Tiff Guy, thank you for the 24-month subscription. Welcome back. Hello. I know, guys, thank you for the 47-month subscription. Welcome back. Doug, did you manage to check out Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate? And if so, thoughts?
You mean that stunning sequel that's currently at 0% on Rotten Tomatoes? No, I have not. I only thought the first one was okay.
Tiff Guy, or no, sorry, Author, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Heather and Walker Bros, how y'all doing?
Good.
Tiff Guy, thank you for the 85 bits. The most anticipated movie of the year, Chaplin movie.
Robert Downey
There's
Jr. was
plenty of
already in
Chaplin
that.
films already.
And but Robert Downey Jr. will be in the sequel playing the Ken. This time he'll actually get the Oscar for it.
Author,
And this time he'll be sober.
Author, thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of Walter, do any of you know who his favorite Power Ranger is? I think it's the Red Ranger. Oh, maybe the white green. I don't know. It's either the Red Ranger or Tommy.
The plaid one.
Yeah,
Like,
I
there's
think
that's the Scottish Ranger. I'm pretty sure.
I was gonna say I think just in general Tommy. And I think in those iterations, I think the White Ranger. I'm trying to think about like what he usually has around, like in his office, like what helmets he has and stuff. Pretty sure it's the White Ranger, which Tommy was, right?
Yeah. Hunter Tech, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Rob, I was just wondering if you are a Majestic fan. I know Doug isn't. I was just wondering if you are.
That Jim Carrey movie.
No.
Great.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, who is your favorite character in Owl House?
Oh, King, like easily. Fact that it's Alex Hirsch also helps.
Tiff Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. Who cares about the Oscars? The only Oscar I care about is some influencer dude with the alias The Green Scorpion.
Yes.
That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. So what did you think of all that invisible man walking out on stage with no clothes at the Oscars? I found it hilarious.
I saw it coming.
Yeah. Well, yes, definitely. He did something to John Cena's wardrobe, I think. But yes.
When I say I saw it coming, I can't unsee that.
I thought it was pretty clever. Also, wow, John Cena. That's all I'm going to say about that. Author, thank you for the 100 bits. Hayao Miyazaki got his second Best Animated Feature win on Sunday for The Boy and the Heron, beating out Across the Spider-Verse. While I'm disappointed that Spider-Verse didn't win, I always support quality hand-drawn animation. Winning awards like this, especially Miyazaki.
There's a guy, the YouTube channel, it's very funny, called, I think, Man Carries Thing or Man Carrying Thing, and he did like animation fans after the Oscars, and it's like, Cross the Spider-Verse didn't win. Oh, what, they're robbed, who to go to? You know, Miyazaki just, I guess that's good. I guess that, yeah, no, it's good. I mean, Across the Spider-Verse was, and he already has it. But it's great. I mean, Spider-Verse already has it. Like, they're just so torn, like, they want to be really angry, but they can't quite do it.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 100 bits. I get the feeling that James Gunn's Superman will adapt some parts of the Kingdom Come comic. Considering the fact that there are other superheroes in this film, it could be about Superman convincing heroes that kindness helps people even more than justice.
Wouldn't it be interesting if we got a Superman movie where he was already Superman? And I don't know if they've, I mean, aside from the sequels, I don't know if they've done that.
You got a bat. That literally was Tim Burton's Batman movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Wayflow, thank you for the 100 bits. Anyone watching Shogun on FX loving it so far? No, not yet. I gotta.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rob is.
I know if a new one dropped, but like I think we were 2 or 3 episodes in. Yeah, no, that show's been amazing so far.
Yeah, I gotta check it out.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, I know Amity is Doug's favorite character in Owl House. What did you think of her and her relationship with Luce?
Spoilers.
I've seen the whole thing.
But the chat hasn't. Well, actually, yeah. Who am I kidding? Yes, they have.
I was gonna say.
I have.
I mean, I liked it. I kind of agree with that. Like, honestly, outside of King, I'm like, if I'm thinking of a second favorite character, it is probably Amity.
I like Ida a lot too.
Yeah, Ida may be second for me, and then Amity. But like, Amity had like, there was definitely like an arc there that I thought was like interesting to watch. So I thought there was kind of a little more depth to her character. Luz was kind of like, there was some depth there, but like I feel like the character didn't go as far because it's like I'm weird kind of to begin with, and I still am. Like, but like Amity had to go through a bunch of shit. So no, I thought it was pretty good. My only complaint about the show is the way it just like, and I'm sure this was on Disney, but the last like few episodes is like, oh, you just crammed a bunch into like 4 episodes and then it stopped. So it definitely felt rushed at the end.
Spike, thank you for the 100 bits. Thoughts on the Batman 2 being delayed until 2026? Is it a good thing or a bad thing, considering it's WB?
I guess we gotta just wait and see. Honestly, with a lot of movies,
honestly, it's probably a good thing. Like if it's as good as the first one was, I'm like, yeah, take your damn time. I don't know why we need like something out every year.
Yeah. Rico, thank you for the 300 bits. No message, just the bits. Appreciate that. Hunter Tech, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug and Rob need to apologize to the Majestic fans.
Never! Majestic needs to apologize to us. That movie was fucking hours long.
I am so sorry you like that movie. I have some phone numbers you can call, some medicines you can take. There's options.
Amazing.
Don't ignore the options.
My uncle still does the best impression of Jim Carrey in that movie. I just don't know who I am. I don't know at all. Who am I? Just don't know who I am. Like, it's just the whole
my impression of him in that movie is that it's that scene where like Truman's talking to his friend in the Truman Show and he gets those real sad eyes. That's like the whole movie.
Yeah, I agree.
I know, guys, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you think you'll do an untitled review show of Monkey Man? It received a standing ovation at South by Southwest. Everyone loves it.
That's cool to hear. That trailer looked cool. We'll see when it comes out.
Spike, thank you for the 100 bits. Which movie are you more excited for this month? Ghostbusters Frozen Empire or Godzilla and Kong?
Seeing Dune 2 again.
Perfect answer.
I hate to say it, probably Godzilla and Kong.
I have an early screening for both. And I don't know which
Ghostbusters Afterlife did not do it for me, and I'm like, it looks like this may be an improvement, but it left a bad taste in my mouth.
I'm more curious about Ghostbusters in terms of which one will probably be more true to what it is. That'll probably be Godzilla and Kong.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 100 bits. So good news about Coyote versus Acme. It hasn't been written off just yet. The writer of the film has said on the Oscar red carpet that negotiations are still ongoing to release the film. Good.
Okay, well,
I hope it gets released, truly.
Yeah, good.
That's a nerd. Thank you for the 50 bits. I know you didn't see many of the Oscar nominees, but were there any surprises aside from The Boy and the Heron beating Spider-Verse? I really wanted Lily Gladstone to win Best Actress, and I think Emma Stone did too. Man, she was so awkward. She was like terrified to win. I mean, plus she had ripped her dress, so she was her dress was broken.
Emma Stone was a bit of a surprise. Outside that, I don't know, because I just thought Oppenheimer's gonna clear a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what happened.
I guess I didn't think Robert Downey Jr. was gonna win. Not that he didn't deserve it. I just legit didn't think he was gonna win it. And
maybe
actually, I was shocked he didn't win one before. I thought he already did.
Yeah, no,
maybe
it was his first
best
one.
visual effects going to Godzilla -1.
Oh, best production design not going to Barbie. That shocked me. That really surprised me.
Yeah, I thought that would be one that
because that's the one. Because I'm one of the people that's like, I think it's so weird Barbie got nominated for as much as it did. People are saying it should have been nominated for more. I'm like, I think it's weird to get nominated for as many as it did. Production design though was the one where I'm just like, no, you give that to that movie. I don't even remember what won. I don't remember it being bad, but
I think it was Poor. I think it was Poor Things.
Oh yeah, and I haven't
Yeah.
seen Poor Things yet, so I can't say.
All right, cool. Let's get to what we're here for. Which is
trailers.
so much trailers. And I know these aren't the newest things ever, but I've been collecting them for the past couple of days, you know. So in case you haven't seen it, here's the new official trailer for Inside Out 2. We're going to watch it and then chat about it.
This is Joy.
What, Doug?
I guess that answers my question.
Well, so much for that. Trailer ruined. Thank you,
I was gonna say, can we talk over it or not?
You
Can pause it?
probably
Well,
can. I just need to turn down the volume, which is hidden.
I'm just realizing, wouldn't it be amazing if like the projectionist at a movie theater heard somebody talking during a trailer and just it stops and just pauses.
Oh,
Shut up down there.
I'd like to hear.
All right, cool.
Good.
Here, I will turn it down a little bit. So then if you guys do want to talk, you can.
Coming to you live in Riley's mind. Make some noise. Sadness is in the house. It's anger.
Let me at him! We gotta get our mouth guard, people.
Fear. No, that's not ours. Disgust. Glad to have her on our team. Our little girl's growing up so fast. Ow. Sorry.
It should be nothing but smooth sailing for...
Hello. I'm anxiety. Where can I put my stuff?
A new emotion.
Oh, I'm sorry. We wanted to make such a good first impression.
What do you mean we?
Actually, Cat looks like a Muppet. They all look like Muppets, actually, the new one.
Hair. Oh yeah, not happening.
That's on we.
On what?
It's what you would call the boredom.
What's your name, big fella? That's embarrassment.
Welcome to headquarters, embarrassment. Oh, we're doing a fit. No. Oh, nope. Going high. Oh, you got a real sweaty palm there, buddy.
Look, we all have a job to do. I plan for the future.
You want to sit with us?
These girls are so
Gal Gadot goes
cool.
to
We can't let her know we're excited.
I got this.
Joy, I'm just curious. Maybe I could.
Thank you.
help?
Not now.
Yeah.
That's not gonna haunt us for the rest of our lives at all. I know change is scary,
Let's do this. Hey, Riley.
but we need new friends or we'll be totally alone in high school. Out with the old, in with the new. Riley's life requires more sophisticated emotions than all of you.
You can't just bottle us up.
We are suppressed emotion!
When I saw this, I said, okay, I
Let
think this
Operation
is
New
gonna be
Riley
good. That's already
begin.
it started.
You aren't packed yet?
I'm the worst!
Well, that's a preview of the next 10 years.
Come on. Riley needs us. Have I ever steered you wrong before?
Many times.
What is that? It's the sarcasm!
Sarcasm. Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys. Boy, are we so lucky we ran into you guys.
Wow,
right.
those guys are jerks. Wow, those guys are jerks.
Oh my god, I am so
love
crazy excited for that.
I love how anxiety is a new emotion. I'm like, in this age of social media, kids are born with anxiety. You
Yeah,
can
well,
see-
that's what I was gonna say. I mean, I think that's why it makes sense to have that be one of the newer ones, be a prominent one too.
No, it wouldn't be a new one. It should have been there from the start.
I'm crazy excited for this movie, man. I mean, like, it looks like it's going all the directions I want a sequel like this to go. The only thing, and this is just like, this is an idea I always thought they should do, and maybe they could do it in the third one. I don't know. Or maybe they will do in this. I don't know. I love the idea of like maybe emotions from like other kids or other minds or something like that. You know, maybe like, you know, it's sort of a bully or someone that's so pushy or making someone feel really insecure. Like if they're almost like pirates and they swing over and take over the other emotions, or maybe they multiply kind of thing. Like that's something I think could be really cool. Like they actually kind of physically like, or maybe they teleport over. That's the one thing I think would be really awesome. But they're going the route I thought they would, which is other emotions kind of coming in and taking over and say, now we're more advanced now. We got the new shit. We got the new technology. We're the new ones that are gonna take over everything. Of course, we're gonna find out they need them all. But yeah, I'm
Is
loving it.
anyone concerned that there is going to be a third one? Because if she starts dating, this could get disturbing really fast, getting inside her head.
doesn't have to be disturbing, Rob. Not everything that has to do with dating is lewd.
At 13, it is. At 13, there's no normal thought.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think at that age there is no such thing as normal thoughts.
Fantastic. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited about this. I loved the bottled up emotions. The sarcasm bit was hilarious.
Well,
I'm hopeful because like Pixar lately has not been doing it for me that much. So well, Disney as a whole has been in kind of a spiral. So
I'm hoping this will be like the start of them like coming back. Because
like
here's what gives me real hope for that movie. The ideas already look great. There's a lot of possibilities for it. But B, okay, that bit with the sarcasm there. If there's just a big hole there, it's the sarcasm. And it's like, I feel like that would be enough for Disney nowadays, but then they keep going and they shout across there and it has an echo that sounds sarcastic. You know, it's like there's layers to that joke. Like they kind of up it a little
I just
bit.
love what a Bob's Burgers joke is. Get it? Is the sarcasm.
Yeah, but then the fact that it's altered, the echo is altered to sound sarcastic.
Yeah.
Like
No, I thought it was a funny joke.
Yeah. I like the idea too that it looks like they're doing the route, which I think is very real in school and high school, when you kind of have a new group of friends that don't match the other group of friends, and you're kind of choosing who to spend more time with. And it looks like they're doing more like one's kind of like maybe kind of the loser gang, one's more like the popular kids, and she's leaning towards the popular, which, I mean, I feel like you've seen that before in kids' films, but like...
The easiest way around that is to just set them all against each other, and then only the strongest survive, and you remain friends with them.
A Hunger Games, so to speak.
Yeah.
A battle royale, maybe.
That's all high school. High school is just government babysitting crossed with Hunger Games. Let's be honest.
But I think that'll be an interesting. I think going through that, but also seeing what she's going through in her head would be really interesting. And then, like, because you haven't really seen her with that many friends in the past film, you know, she's in kind of a new town and stuff. Like, I'm sure she's going to like a new school and everything, so you can play up the anxiety level and all that. And then it'll be interesting to see, does anxiety pop up with like the other, like the parents and stuff like that? Because she only saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the 5 emotions there. Did they suppress their anxiety, or does anxiety get me? I
can't wait till she sees a psychiatrist, gets put on meds, and then there's this giant pill beating anxiety down like a hammer.
But then the pill is so big, it's like taking over the room of everyone else. They can't reach the board. It's like, you know what? Just autopilot. Put it on autopilot.
Goodness gracious. Tiff Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's watch it without talking.
Never! No, we can do that.
Rico, thank you for the 100 bits. So is anxiety sort of the villain? I mean, I think this is going to take the same Disney Pixar thing that we've seen recently in terms of like, there isn't really a true villain. Like maybe the villain is familial trauma.
It's going to be like sadness in the first one. It's like, well, you need it at some points. It's just when it becomes too much and takes over.
Well, and that's what it should be. And I think they design her to be really kind of fun looking and silly. And like I said, she looks like a Muppet. They all kind of look like Muppets. So I
was going to say, they all are Muppety.
Yeah. So I feel like you can really work with that. You know, like she'll be the antagonist, but she won't be the villain, would be my guess. I think it'd be a huge mistake if they make her the villain.
So wait, if emotions can be suppressed, can we get Bing Bong back? Is he just in a jar somewhere?
Ooh.
No, I don't want him back. He has to stay dead. He has to stay dead.
But it doesn't make any sense. You don't just forget about an imaginary friend. It's got to still be in there somewhere. You have a memory of it.
But not. Do you remember all your imaginary friends?
Oh, yeah, all 600 of them. I had an arm.
Fantastic. We just learned so much about you, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
No, that was the imaginary friend's name. All 600 of them. He was a weird kid. He was a weird kid.
Okay. All right. I believe that.
That's not true.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, I know Doug wasn't crazy about Bellows. What do you think of him?
In the Owl House.
Oh, he was all right. I liked kind of the little twist of who he was, probably more than him himself. Yeah. It's not the worst villain I've ever seen, but it was fine. It achieved its purpose of having a villain, I guess.
Tiff Kai, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, I'm not really interested in this. That's fine. Not every movie is not for every person, you know?
Oh,
I'm
the
crazy
mouse is gonna
excited.
hunt him down for that.
Who said that? You better sleep with one. Damn it! Shut him.
Author, thank you for the 100 bits. Had you guys heard the theory that the old woman at the beginning of Ratatouille was Anton Ego's mother and that Remy essentially learned cooking through her, and her copy of Gusteau's cookbook would explain how he managed to evoke that memory of Ego's childhood at the very end?
But that's not just a theory. It's a food and film theory. I kind of like that. That's a fun idea.
Yeah, I don't think that was the intent, but like I said, it's a fun theory.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. In Inside Out 2, I like that all 5 of the emotions are going on the adventure, while in the first one, it was just sadness and joy.
Yeah, I like that too. I felt like the same thing with the Incredible movies. Like we were mainly following Mr. Incredible in the first one, and then with the second one, we got more of the family. So I agree. I like that they're all gonna go on the adventure now.
Big Mac, thank you for the 100 bits. Apparently, someone asked Nicolas Cage if there was going to be a National Treasures 3, and he said, if you're looking for treasure, you won't find it at Disney.
Sick burn.
Don't mess with the mouse.
I know a guys, thank you for the 50 bits. You know what would be a good movie? Arnold Schwarzenegger as Santa Claus. Oh yes, that's happening.
I would watch the shit out of that. Only if Stallone is an elf or Mrs. Claus.
We kind of almost sort of slightly got that in Gigante.
I was gonna say, at least on the covers. All the covers now, they have it like in the Santa outfit.
Noff Noff, thank you for the 100 bits. To Rob, thoughts on Lilith Clawthorne? She practically started off as the most hated character to our most favorite character.
Was that?
I think that's the sister.
Sister?
Oh,
hold on, let me look it up quickly.
Lilith.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the sister.
I mean, I thought she was fine. I mean, they kind of did the same thing that they did with Amity, so I thought she was fine. I found her more annoying than Amity probably earlier on. But yeah, I mean, it was a nice way. Like, I wouldn't say she was my favorite character at the end, but you know, the show was really good at like turning a lot of these characters around, which I often enjoy because that's kind of what life is like. People that annoy you to begin with sometimes end up becoming friends, and people you thought were friends are not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cool. Hello, Chaplin. Thank you for stealing the show and our hearts.
You're Chaplin.
Thank you. All right, ready to move on to the next one? DreamWorks' The Wild Robot. I haven't watched this one yet. So.
Did you see this?
I don't even know what the hell this is.
I bet you're gonna have the same reaction I do. Let's watch. I'll be quiet.
I see Sometimes, to survive, we must become more than we were programmed to be.
First off, so the first 10 seconds of that was an utter disappointment.
Get out, Rob. No, I'm
You're
just
very
kidding.
I'll show myself out, thank you. So it's the Wall-E giant, is that what we're going with?
When I saw it, this is the one time, because I always say my reactions to trailers aren't really that exciting, but this is one of the few times where I'm like, oh, I wish I'd filmed myself, because I'm just watching it, like really enjoying, wow, this looks really good, really good. And then, the wild robot. With the voice cast up, I just went, oh, fuck you.
So, okay, so they do talk.
Yeah. No, it says with the voice cast, it lists all the people who...
Oh, I may have stared at chat the second that credit came.
Yeah.
No, I was just like, oh, this would be great if they're not talking, and they do.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That was my thought. I was just I'll see. I'm sure it'll still be fine. It'll be good. Maybe we'll find out there's something that actually leads to.
So the funny,
talk.
so I will say this:
so much more. I think it was all gonna be silent. It's gonna be visual storytelling.
Yeah, no, I had the same problem with that. What was that Disney film? Not the
Dinosaur.
That was Pixar. Yeah, Dinosaur, where it's like they talk there, but the trailer they didn't. I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah, no, it's like what?
Why? I had the same problem with Wall-E. I actually thought the first half of that film was much better than the second half. I was like, I don't want them to talk.
Now, I will say with Wall-E, even though I agree I like the first half more, when they got to the ship, I get why they talk. I understand.
Right, they're humans.
Yeah, I mean, you could...
Well, no, but I mean, I would have liked it better if they just kept the humans out of it.
Yeah, I mean...
And then
I
the animation style felt like it kind of changed. Like, it always felt like two different movies, but...
Yeah. But once you get there, like, it makes sense. It's not like, what, they talk? It's like, no, it makes sense. In this one, like, I'm watching, I was just like, oh, man, I could see how this would be so good without talking. But maybe we'll see there, like with Wall-E, maybe there is a necessity to them talking. But I don't know. Just the way he was flirting with the animals and how Dad looks like he's going to raise, like, this, what that is, a duck or goose.
Well, no, so you know what I know we were joking about, oh, it's Wall-E, and it's the Wall-E giant. No, what it reminds me of, anybody remember, oh, crud, why am I can't remember the name of Castle in the Sky.
Oh, hell yeah, love Castle in the Sky.
When they go there, there's like this robot just taking care of like a couple of birds, and they're like, oh, the robot's just caretaking after the island, nobody's left, and I'm just like, I was watching this, I'm like, oh, this is like that robot's story, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does have that vibe, you're right. Heather, what do you think?
I mean, this is hitting all my sweet spots.
I was gonna say, I think this is like everything you want to see. If your favorite movie is like Wall-E, then yeah, this just looks.
I mean, it's very pretty looking. Like I just wish they didn't talk. Like now that I know that, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, it still looks good. It looks like it'll be well done and everything. And like I said, maybe we'll see there's a very, very clear reason why they need them.
It's the first DreamWorks film in a bit of time where I really feel like, boy, they pulled out all the stops with the animation budget. Like really, like extremely competitive.
That's so funny because I think it looks nice. I don't think it looks anywhere near as detailed or quite as vibrant as some of their other films, but it still looks.
Maybe it's because, well,
good.
Keep in mind, I am watching on a small screen, so I don't know. Maybe if I saw this I haven't seen the trailer for this on the big screen yet. Maybe if I saw it there, I'd be like, oh, it's not as. But on the small screen, I'm like, oh, this looks gorgeous.
Yeah, no, it does look good. It's a very pretty looking movie. No, I'm very excited for it. Well, it's interesting they're getting such a head start because it doesn't come out till fall. That's quite a, it's quite an early teaser.
Yeah. But it does look really cute.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
Am I the only one though? I couldn't be the only one thinking of how like when he lifts that little duckling up, you just saw see like a little set of laser eyes go like just fry it into a roast chicken.
No, see, I was thinking about how the last time they played this song, it was for Doolittle, and I don't know if that's the best sign.
Yeah, you don't want to get that curse going.
Oiram, thank you for the 100 bits. Here's the thing. Wild Robot is based on a book, and there's talking there, too.
Ah, okay. All right, well, there you go. Maybe. Well, the book shouldn't have talking in it either. No, you know what? Again, could very much be the changed it. They change stuff in the book all the time. No.
Well, you know what? If you can remove like 3/4 of the book from the Dune movies and still make it good, maybe you can remove all the talking from the Wild Robot and still make it good.
No, I guess when Kubrick would look at a script for the first time, the first thing he would do is just, if there was dialogue, you just either like cross off, or even just rip out because it was all about, visual storytelling for him.
Yeah.
Again, everyone has different strengths, totally. But I like that. If film's a visual medium, I like the more it leans into that. But again, we could.
I mean, I'm hopeful because the visuals that they're showing look good, and they must be aware of it because the talking was at a minimum, and that's not an oversight, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
That's Disney Nerd. Thank you for the 50 bits. That trailer is so adorably cute and so charming. It just sucks it's going to be DreamWorks' last in-house animated film.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah, though I mean, technically. Okay, yeah, this is Universal and DreamWorks, but you're right. They're going to start outsourcing after that. Who knows? I mean, they could get, there's a lot of outsourced animation that's pretty dynamite. So, yeah, it's not quite that I think a lot of people are reacting to, but we'll see. They could make some bad changes too. Maybe they won't go with the best studios.
Spike, thank you for the 50 bits. The 5 core emotions in Inside Out go on a road trip. Considering how stressful family vacation to Disney is, it's no wonder anxiety has taken over.
Actually, that would be funny if they have like a section of the brain that is like Disney World and they kind of make fun of Disney World. I know they won't, but that would be pretty funny.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, I know how Doug feels about Shrek 2, but what do you think of it?
Did your thoughts change or something, Doug? Like,
no, it's still one of my favorite comedies ever.
Yeah. I don't know if I would go that far, but I think it's definitely a great movie, and I like it. I like it better than the first. It's one of those it's a perfectly executed comedy where it's just like almost every joke in that film just lands. It makes me laugh. So no, I really enjoyed it.
Strider for Life, sorry. Wow, I lost my place and then made a weird noise. Strider for Life, thank you for the 50 bits. This looks like the spiritual successor to WALL-E. It does, and I'm here for it. Oiram, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Rob, did you know that the kid from Garbage Pail Kids is the son of John Gomez Adams Aston and Patty Helen Keller Duke, and also the brother of Sean Samwise Gamgee Aston, sorry.
That is Sean Astin's brother?
That's what they're saying.
Holy shit, I did not know that. Oh my god, now that I think about it, I'm like, I guess I can see it. Hold on, I gotta look this up.
Well, I don't see it. I mean, I believe you, but I don't see it. I don't be like, oh, they look and sound exactly alike. Like,
let me,
and maybe I have to see him now.
Mackenzie Astin, yeah.
Look at that.
Apparently it says 1.5 stars on IMDb.
Ooh.
Surprised it got that high.
Tiff Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm speechless, but also hopeful that this will turn out good. I love sweet, wholesome movies, and robots are my sweet spots. Same. Gosh, I love a good movie with a robot that learns how to feel. Oh, gosh. WALL-E, Iron Giant, even like, Baymax.
Tell me this human emotion called love.
Have you seen Short Circuit?
No, I haven't.
What? Oh, wait.
I should check that out.
That's a thing, and you've never seen Short Circuit.
Okay. Well, when was Short Circuit made?
80s.
80s.
Kind of
Okay.
Before you
That's
were
why.
born.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, we gotta do a movie night, Doug, and throw on Short Circuit.
Well, there's 2 of them. It does
actually both of them. Yeah, they're both funny.
Disassemble. So real quick, there's a bizarre. So the first one, just again, typical robot that feels and says funny lines. In the second one, in the last third, he gets like just absolutely ripped. I mean, like destroyed with an axe.
It would be an X-rated movie.
Yeah,
if that were a
be
real person. It would be the one of the most grisly horror scenes you've ever seen.
But because it's a robot, they're like, well, it's not real, it's not alive. So I mean, this axe goes in like the thing's eye. It like spews out battery
My
acid
favorite
that's
though
red,
is the
so
way
it's
he's
like
like,
blood.
Oscar, don't kill me.
Yeah, it's like
holy shit.
horrific, and it's just PG rating, and it's one of the most bizarre things. And like this thing like limps, like it's like half alive, and it's carves out dying.
Remember
It's
when
one of the
Brad Jones
saddest
showed
things
it
I'll
to
ever see.
Sarah and she
Yeah.
was like crying?
Yeah,
And then
no, it's
afterwards,
legitimately
she's
hard
just
to
like,
watch.
you're a bastard, Brad.
It's just, if you like
Oh,
movies
Lord.
about robots that feel, it's like this one definitely feels. And
Oh,
they
and
almost
no
go-
joke, I'm
they want to fuck up your
100%.
emotions with it.
I'm 100% convinced that Wally owes something to Short Circuit 2 because
I'm
the
sure.
design on Wally,
Yeah,
okay.
I always
yeah.
I'm like, it's number 5, just squashed down
Yeah,
into
it
a
is.
cube.
Oh, that's right. Everyone was saying that when it came out too. Yeah, you got to see Short
Yeah.
Circuit because
All
it's
right.
practically the design.
I just wrote that down, and I have 2 important updates. First of all, I see Malcolm has appeared but is not unmuted, so hello, Malcolm. Also, Lucas just came back from work, and he caught me a beer. You guys, get yourself a guy who will
Hey.
get you a beer.
There he is.
There we
Hey,
go.
there's a Malcolm.
Hey.
Hey,
And
hey.
Only 50 minutes.
There
late
we
this
go.
time.
I think I need to
My wife doesn't bring me beer during streams.
I know, I'm sorry. Well, it's because we didn't have a chance to go out this weekend, and I really wanted to try the Riveting Rouge, which is a collaboration of the Pink Boot Society, which is basically every female brewer in the Chicagoland area got together and brewed a special beer for International Women's Day. So he went out and got that for me so that I could try it before it sells out.
Oh my
I gotta
God!
call
Can
my
you?
wife, honey,
That's
get me a
awesome.
beer. It's International Women's Day.
That couldn't be taken wrong at all, Rob.
Can you? I know this isn't like but can you try it real fast? I want to know how it is. What kind of even is it?
It's a red ale because it's the riveting
Red
red.
ale.
Yeah. So it's got
Okay.
Rosie the Riveter on it.
Oh, cool. Can you try it real
Oh,
fast? I
yeah,
want to
yeah.
know how it is.
It smells really caramely.
There are some really good red ales out there.
Oh yeah, that's a really solid red ale. A lot of
Alright.
caramel notes, but also like a nice smooth bitterness to the end of the palate as well. That's a very good red ale.
Okay, all right. Red ales, there's so many okay ones, but there's only like a couple like fucking great ones, you know what I mean? So it's like when you find a good one, it's like, oh, that's really cool.
Stick with it.
Yeah.
I think it's Brian Baru, the Three Floyds one. I think that's a red ale. That was really good.
Ooh.
Ales, I'm not really into beer. But Rob, you have shown me some beers that I do like. And if I got into beers, I think I would be a beer snob.
Oh,
So-
heck yeah. Join us.
yeah.
Join us,
Go.
Malcolm.
That's like, I hate movies, but if I did, I bet I'd be a movie snob. Like,
One of us.
Cinema
One
snob.
of us.
I just don't follow that. I hate pizza, but if I did, I'd be a total pizza snob. Like, what?
No, it's just only specific beers. Like if I got into drinking beer, there are only specific ones that I like.
Okay, be a picky beer picker. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, hence a beer snob. Just
Okay,
like,
okay.
oh, you drink Heineken? Filth.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, Heineken is filth. I mean, come on. It comes from one's Heine.
Wow. Matt Muffin Hawk, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, Heather, Rob, what are your thoughts on Zach Braff's Garden State? Because the movie has been super divisive over the years and maybe a possible NC on the future to see if it's worth the recommendation.
I
For
remember
a first,
just thinking it was fine,
For
but
a
I've
first
only
time-
seen it once.
yeah, for a first-time director, it's very impressive. For a film that I would know nothing about who the people are or who directed it or who wrote it or something, I'd be like, okay, so who just got out of college and got money together to pay their soul, but quirky, kind of thing. So I'm kind of divisive on it. Do I think it's like a good movie? Like, probably not. But do I think its heart is in the right place and there is a lot of technique behind it? Yeah. So it's kind of half and half.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, which Mark Hamill villain do you like more, Muska from Castle in the Sky or Ozai from Avatar?
Ozai. I mean, Muska, I enjoy Muska because it's one of the first times I've seen Mark Hamill kind of like back doing voiceover work that wasn't just the Joker. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, like Muska's just it's just some jagoff. Like, it's not, like Ozai's like a Fire Lord Emperor. Muska's just like, I'm just gonna grab some little girl and try to find a flying island and look at my business suit.
That's so
Look at that.
funny because I was asked the same question. I said the same thing, just completely flippant. I'm like, well, Mushka's this guy, he wants to find this treasure. He's got like these little secrets going on. What's his plan? Everything. And Ozai's like, oh, I'm just an asshole who just invades people. So it's like we have the same reason, just different.
But that's Muska too. But Ozai he seemed more powerful to me. And there was also more mystery. Like you didn't see him talk much early on.
There's more build up,
yeah, Muska's just I don't know. Like he's as I said, he's just some guy in a business suit.
Climmer, thank you
Wait.
for the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask which movie is that?
Castle in the
Castle
Sky.
in the Sky.
Oh, Castle in the Sky. It's been a while since I saw that one.
There's something about the way he says Laputa that always makes me laugh.
Climmer, thank you for. Oh, sorry. Thank you for the 36-month subscription. For Inside Out 2, I thought they would be combining the 5 core emotions to make new ones. I mean, isn't fear the same as anxiety, and isn't disgust related to envy and embarrassment?
Yeah, maybe. Let's see what they have in mind. If not, maybe in part 3. I mean, that's what I like about these. This is a movie series I would like to see more of. I'd like to see them keep doing more and grow them up.
I want to see her go insane and get a split personality and have multiple personalities, and it's just this
Civil
giant
war in the brain.
war. Yeah, it's just like there's like 100 different emotions all fighting it out.
Oi Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, are you intrigued by Sonic 3? If they're going with storyline, I think they're going with, let's just say you're going to be calling this a family picture.
Cool. Yeah, I like the last one. I thought the last one was pretty fun. So yeah,
Can
I'm
we just
down for more.
ditch Madsen though? Like I don't need the real, but just give me Jim Carrey and Sonic characters. That's all.
I'd be totally
Yeah.
okay if he didn't
Just
appear
stop.
in the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can just cut back on the side characters and side plots.
Yeah.
The
Because-
human side characters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
the
just
human.
give me Jim Carrey and the Sonic characters. I'm good. I'm good. That's all I need.
Just give me all the Shadow the Hedgehog. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. He's
And
got
speaking of
numbers,
and
right?
speaking
Give
of
me all of
ennui and angst,
Damn it.
Tiff Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. I should probably explain myself in the Inside Out 2 reaction. I'm terrible explaining my thoughts on more complex storytelling. Wild Robot is more up my alley. Yeah.
No, that's fair. I mean, that's one of the
Fine. We're
reasons I
just-
like silent
we're
storytelling.
just joshing
as
you.
well.
It's okay.
Hunter Tech, thank you for the 100 bits. Part 1, I don't think it wouldn't be good. It looked like the Iron Giant, but instead of human it with, I don't know what this was supposed to be. It says star RT2. How the robot movie moves kind of reminds me how the Iron Giant moves. Part 3, to me, it just seemed like a waste of time and just seemed like a cash grab.
For the WoW robot?
I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
That's
good to
an
me, that's
opinion,
fair.
I think.
Oi Rib, thank you for the 50 bits. Thoughts on reviewing Momotaro, Sacred Sailors, and Boku no Pico?
I don't know what any of those are.
Rob Heather?
Isn't,
Heather Rob?
isn't
I don't
Boku no
either,
Pico,
actually.
isn't that X-rated?
Yeah, that's like
That's probably
I'm
why they
trying to
won't
like
ever do
think. I didn't want to like come out and just like say that. I'm like, and accuse them of recommending it. But yeah, isn't that like adult?
That's Brad's alley.
Yeah.
Kirok, thank you for the 37-month subscription. Hey, Doug. Hey, Heather. We're a day early, or is this a new schedule? It's not a new schedule. It's a new segment.
Yeah.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob and Paranorman, who do you think is the funnier character, Alvin the Bully or Mitch the Jock?
Oh, Mitch the Jock. He made me laugh every time. That voice of like I also thought like I liked Mitch too because for a jock character, I honestly thought he was kind of sweet. Like he was like you could have just made the bully the jock character and they didn't. He was like kind of his own thing. So I enjoyed that.
Author, thank you for the 100 bits. For my Beauty and the Beast steelbook I'm sending in for Paige O'Hara to autograph for this year, do you guys think I should have her sign it with the quote, "Beauty is found within," or "I want adventure in the great wide somewhere"? They won't allow any quotes longer than 8 words. I would say I want adventure in the great wide
Yeah, 'cause she
somewhere.
actually
Yeah, I go with that.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, who do you think is the better villain, Xanatos from Gargoyles or Lex Luthor from Superman the Animated Series?
Oh. I
Hmm.
mean, they're not that dissimilar, really.
Yeah.
So it's I'll say this: it is simply personal preference, which is I love the character design on Xanatos, and I fucking love I love Jonathan Frakes' voice.
Yeah.
Like his voice is so amazing. So I would probably go with Xanatos, but I mean they're both good.
Yes.
Oi Ram, thank you for the 50 bits. Rob, what do you think of an idea in a Roger Rabbit where there is a character who is CGI Weasel who is what? Wihigugger and voiced by Pauly Shore, basically made up of every negative trait CGI animated movie stereotypically have.
I mean anything with Polly Shore is instant gold. So, or box office poison. I don't know which.
or both.
Rico,
I don't know. Like that could be an idea.
Rico, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Malcolm, how are you doing?
Oh, good. Hi.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, in Superman the Animated Series, what do you think of Tim Daly's performance? He's my favorite Superman.
I like it. Probably my favorite is still Christopher Reeve, but I mean the animated and live action things are two different things. So yeah, I thought it was fine. I never got like insanely into the show like I did Batman the Animated Series, but I thought he was good.
Oi Ram, thank you for the 50 bits. Speaking of Roger Rabbit, had this idea of a set of antagonists that would be made up of the worst aspect often associated with animation. Want to take any guesses as to what the members would be?
Worst aspects of animation. You'd have to get some like Hanna-Barbera, like really stilted, cheap animation in there.
Or like the one where it's just the picture and then they have a moving like somebody's mouth of recording someone's
yeah,
mouth
you
talking.
either need Ralph Bakshi or a hentai of some sort, and it's just one giant sensor bar over half the character. What are animated things that annoy me?
Like a cute animated chipmunk or something that talks like this about friendship.
Yeah, there you go.
Never do that voice
Like
again.
those terrible like aimed at like 4-year-olds, those like CGI kind of like shows, and it's always just really bad CGI, and it's some like a bunch of characters dancing or something and singing some stupid song for kids, like that kind of thing.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. I just realized in 2026, Batman comes out October 2nd. Mutant Mayhem sequel comes out the week after. We're about to get a real-life Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There you go.
Oh,
I mean, we'll see if they stick to that. I mean, a lot of times they do. I mean, productions and stuff do move dates around, but we'll see.
Big Mac, thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of Avatar, Rob, what's your opinion on the Netflix series?
Oh my God, that is literally what the word mid was made for. I can't, if somebody asks like, define mid, I'm just gonna be like, see Avatar on Netflix. I'm like, it is by far not the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, and is certainly better than the movie, but it is like still just kind of a pile of nothing. Like, it's a weird like combo. There's some things I like. I liked Uncle Iroh. I like some of the cast, but yeah, like so much of it, I'm just like, this is so meh.
I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that's generally what I've been hearing.
They gave away all the mystery in like the first episode. They explain almost everything that happens, everything that will happen. And I'm like, what happened to world building? Like you slowly reveal.
Or again, just the mystery of it.
Yeah, you keep having, later on, some of the characters keep having flashbacks. I'm like, but we know all this already, because you told us this shit in episode 1.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, if Sonic SatAM had continued, Snively would have become the main villain a while. Do you think he would have been a good main villain?
That's the long nose guy.
No, I know who it is. I think so. Actually, I feel like if you did it well, because if you really look at Eggman, like, or Robotnik or whatever you want to call it, like, there's a lot of times you'd be like, this would not make a good villain. It's kind of goofy, but like it just depends how you execute it. Like maybe if he dropped the act and he wasn't so much like this, and he got like an evil voice and everything. Like I honestly, I think I could kind of see it.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. You know what's funny about the Sonic movie? I have a confession. I actually like the human characters. They got the biggest laughs out of me. True, they don't need to be there, but I do like them, and that's enough.
All right, fair enough. Everyone's different.
Mods, can we do something about this?
Oiram, thank you for the 50 bits. Momotaro's Sacred Sailors is the first ever feature-length anime film. It's also propaganda World War II film.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Oh, I don't. If Nazis and YouTube aren't a good combo right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirok, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Rob, I didn't see you when I entered. And hey, Malcolm.
Hello.
Hey.
Oiram, thank you for the 100 bits. Good ideas. My ideas were a blackface guy / a combo of Scrappy, Orca, Snarf, Gurgi, and Webby, a magical girl, a cute 3-year-old kitsune. These are wild, man. I don't think I'm gonna read all these.
I like a specific one. It's just a blackface guy.
Just Lord have mercy.
Talk about negative animation. Like that is definitely one where I'm just like, oh yeah, if you want to talk about old school animation, then you're just like, woof.
Woof.
Yeah, I forgot about like all the racist stereotypes. Like you could do like a spoof of like the crows in Dumbo or something. Yeah. Oh, and I will say Webby is a good one where I'm just like that character. It's like, well, what's your character? I'm girl. I'm here to be an annoying foil to any boy character in the thing. Well, yeah, but what's your character? What's your likes, dislikes? Girl. Like that's it. I hate that.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob and Owl House, who is your least favorite character?
Oh man. I have to. I don't know. I'd have to go through them all. I feel like
I have the same reaction. I'm like, it's hard. It's hard to think of it. Most of them are good.
I feel like there's somebody on the villain side that I remember that was like a second in command or something that annoyed me. Like,
oh, the little she had like the robot. Yeah, she was kind of annoying. I think I know what you're
talking about. Yeah, I think her.
She didn't do much for me.
Clemmer, thank you for the 100 bits. When someone sends 5 bits, you should put up your blooper video of Johnny 5 screams. Well, we never have 5 bits as the minimum. I'm sorry. 50 bits is always the minimum.
Yeah.
DP, thank you for the 100 bits. And this is a spoiler for the Wild Robot books. So I'm a little worried about reading the whole thing because it might be a spoiler for the movie.
I mean, if you all are like, no, don't tell me, I can skip it. I personally don't care. But if everyone else is like, no, don't tell me, that's fine.
It's basically about, it does justify the speaking, is basically all they're saying.
Okay.
There is a justification for the speaking.
All right, well, that's why I always say, I'll wait, I'll see. The book does. Let's see if the movie does.
Yeah. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, which Mae Whitman character do you like more, Amity or Katara?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say Katara just because after watching the live action Avatar on Netflix and she was kind of flat, it makes me appreciate Katara. Yeah.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, who do you think is the better launch pad, Beck Bennett or Terry McGovern?
I gotta go with Terry McGovern. But I thought Beck Bennett was fine. But the original Launchpad, like, just maybe it's nostalgia, I don't know, but like he always holds a place in my heart.
Yeah, I couldn't choose. They're both really, really good.
Yeah, they're both really good. It's like a slight edge.
Okay, we can finally get to our third trailer of the night here.
The best of them all. Another attempt at a Garfield movie because the first one was so great.
Oh, great. Garfield. Malcolm, can you see the shared screen? Because I shared the screen at the beginning of the call. Can you see it or not?
Let me. Oh. 1 second. I'm sorry.
Malcolm already has the trailer memorized in his head. You can just.
I've absorbed it. No, I haven't. I actually haven't seen it yet, and no, I'm not able to pull up the.
Okay, let me stop sharing then and start resharing and see if that will allow it to work.
That's not a very teacher thing to say. Stop sharing.
Okay.
No sharing.
Do you see it now in Skype, Malcolm?
No.
I see it.
This is weird.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do besides stop sharing one more time and try resharing.
I think what we're saying, Malcolm, is consider yourself lucky.
Oh,
yeah.
Here, let me hop out and then hop back in.
Okay.
Let me try that.
Can I hop out and not watch?
Yeah, can I hop out too?
No, Doug, if we all have to suffer through this, so do you.
Did you see this one, Rob, or no? Did you see this trailer?
No, I don't. I don't think I've seen the trailer yet. I think it's popped up on YouTube, and I've hit the skip button after 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, that was the right choice.
Oh, yep, there it is. Now,
Cool.
I will say, I feel bad because it's not like it's the worst trailer, but it's just like, oh, this is a whole bunch of nothing.
All right, here we go. Garfield. I hate these like mini trailers before
So
the
do
actual
I.
trailers.
Wait a minute. I'll be right back.
vignettes, trailers.
Oh. You hungry, little guy?
That's all I've seen. And I hit skip.
I'm gonna name you Garfield.
Let's get it.
Hey.
Good morning.
We're gonna need the big scale.
Does she need to announce it to the whole office?
Say when.
Never, John. Bury me in cheese.
I don't like they make it
pretty
sound
near
good.
perfect. Little did I know.
I don't know.
It was all about to collapse. Odie, I'm dreaming again. Slap me across the face. I think this is a case of mistaken identity. You must be looking for another gorgeous,
Look,
lovable
Chef.
kitty cat.
Isn't that terrible?
Big bag hunter with drop it. Come on, Junior. You. This is Vic, my father.
Welcome back, Victor.
Gave it
Listen,
two
I need
paws
your
down.
help.
Get them!
I haven't seen you for years, and when I do, you're on the run from a deranged cat.
We need to toughen you up.
Hey, I know tough, Vic. You've obviously never been in an Olive Garden that's run out of breadsticks. Follow my lead.
The Sonic movie.
Oh, cheddar. Probably one of my top 26 favorite cheeses.
My orange tabby and my dog are both missing.
Your call is very important. There are
I like the BPOs. That's good.
46 people ahead of you.
Drop them now!
We have to go save my dad.
Oh, that cat's a goner.
You think you can battle these villains on your own?
If I don't make it back, tell my story.
Part of me wants to help him.
No, this is how he learns. No, please, no. Ow, it's so hot. Ow, it's really hurting. Ow, ow, ow. You saw nothing.
I think
So-
we need to take this, broadcast it into outer space as a warning to all other planets. Do not invade us. This is what'll happen. You'll
We're
have
already
to,
punishing ourselves fine.
yeah.
So they've kind of just changed who Garfield is. I don't know.
I love the R&B soundtrack, by the way. It reminds me of the Simpsons where they had the rap at the end of the Zorro movie. Yo, ZZ in the house.
It's
Well,
just so like.
Well, and a
Really
lot of music, you know, I don't know. I grew up with Garfield. I'm not going to pretend like Garfield is like a great thing, like it's phenomenal comedy or it's like, you know, anything groundbreaking or even like that well animated or anything. But there is a charm to the character. There's a great charm to that voice. Lorenzo Music's voice just has so much personality that the only one that could capture or come close is probably Bill Murray. Actually, that's not true. There's been a few replacement voices, but Chris
You could
Pratt.
get Dave Coulier, who also did Venkman, I think, in some of the seasons. Of
Yeah, no, they've actually had a
Real
few replacement
Ghostbusters.
voices
Yeah.
that are okay. But I just feel like ever since the show, the Garfield and Friends, which again isn't great, but it's fine, it's okay. They never really quite captured the attitude of the character or what made him so charming. And so much of the comedy comes from how charming he is, and that we can relate to that cynicism, that laziness and stuff like that joy of cynicism and laziness. And that's what I feel is missing from so many of these versions. They're like, look, he's active, he's eating and he's lazy, but it's
He
like
likes
not your
lasagna.
dad's Garfield.
yeah, I don't know.
He's been watered down to just being, a wacky cartoon character now.
Yeah, which I
It's-
guess has been going on for a while, but
The voice cast,
it's
by the
not
way, is, and I think I'm being fair, its own brand of awful.
Yeah.
Who would have
Like-
thought Chris Pratt as an Italian plumber would be more charming and believable?
No, honestly, I'm looking at that go like, well, Mario may have been the right call, and this is clearly not. John is terrible.
Yeah, John's
Uh,
really bad.
I just, oh man, this just looks awful. Awful.
Yeah, I don't know. It, like I said, I can't act like Garfield was anything like that great, but there was definitely a charm to him, and there's just nothing charming
Yeah,
about
he was
anything
like
I've seen of this new one.
He was a nihilistic cat.
Yeah, but he enjoyed it. He really
Yeah.
enjoyed that cynicism, and I'm
Garfield's
just not,
like one of those comfort dishes at a restaurant where it's just like, oh, I could get way better food somewhere, but this is like nostalgic, and it's always kind of the same.
Yeah.
And it's in charm to it, and it's like, this is like they've tried to deconstruct the dish and then just gave you a slop.
it's like it's been watered down so much that you forget what was nostalgic about. Like, why did I like this to begin with? Kind of thing. And then when you go back, like I said, I really don't want to act like this is like a phenomenal, like character, but there was something very likable about him that it just isn't there anymore.
What was low key? I think you said part of it is it's low key.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like he can
I
be
don't-
very energetic, but he'll move very slowly. Like he doesn't really attack with his claws or his high energy. He'll attack kind of with his wit.
I have to wonder how much of this is on Jim Davis though, because that man's a marketing fiend.
Yeah,
And do you think he just is just tapped out and he's just like, whatever, I'll sign off on anything. I don't.
I
care
mean,
what the
maybe, I don't
problem
know.
is. Because I feel almost, it seems like he almost may have been more involved earlier on with the earlier projects. I don't know.
Maybe. What are your thoughts, Heather?
I'm not the audience for this. You know what I mean? Like, this might be a thing that my sister or my brother take their kids to like just get a quiet moment in the summer. But like, I'm not the audience for this.
I think there's an audience for this, and they probably belong on the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not. This isn't my thing. And I still believe in my heart of hearts that if they were gonna get a person from Parks and Rec to play Garfield, it should have been Nick Offerman. Can you imagine Nick Offerman as Garfield?
Yeah,
He would just been grumbly and
Looks
low.
like Garfield.
Yeah.
It already looks like Garfield. God, it's Garfield without the lines.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You
No, you're right. I
100%
could
looks like
see
him.
that. Yeah.
Oh my God! Now I want to see him play him like in a live action movie or something. Oh my God! I can't get that out of my head. I can't get over how much he looks and sounds like him now. The more you mention it.
Yeah. I just want to be clear. We joke all the time, and if you like this, that's completely fine. Just do it on the moon. That's all it is. I won't judge you. Just do it on the moon.
Oi Ram, thank you for the 100 bits. Well, if you can't stomach it, and then they went into more detail. I think it's less about if we can stomach it and more about like maybe just need to stop and rethink some of your racial stereotypes. That Disney nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. Doug, if you made Rob watch the rap in Space Jam New Legacy, then you will watch it. You will watch it.
That is true.
I mean, I'm gonna have to.
I had to sit through some shit.
I was thinking, this is a Sony movie, so I probably will get an early screening for it. Oh, I'll be there day one.
You think Sony would learn and just not even bother with early screenings?
Rico, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, this is not for me.
Me neither.
Me neither. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug and Rob, which Lorenzo music character do you like more, Peter or Garfield?
Peter.
I'll say Garfield. He can go a little
Peter was
further
my
with it, but
favorite character
it's
on the
very
movie.
close.
Yeah, I like Garfield too. But if you put a gun to my head, Peter Venkman.
Tiff Guy, thank you for the 100 bits. I was sold on the first trailer. Not sure how I feel about it now, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought about the first one. Like, I don't hate this, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling it in this one. I'm like, I'm not going to like this movie.
Duddy, thank you for the 55-month subscription. Welcome back! KO Channel Awesome Peeps. Hello. Big Mac, thank you for the 100 bits. Honestly, I feel like Chris Pratt's voice is the least of this trailer's problems.
No, but
John's really annoying me too, so that may be partially true.
I don't know. It's a big one. I think if you got to get Garfield, I mean, for all the problems those stupid live-action Garfield movies had, at the very least, they're like, Bill Murray is Garfield. That's an ingenious choice.
And he didn't move his lips either.
Yeah, he did, actually.
Oh, did he?
Forget about that. Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't. That shows you how little I remember of that movie.
You're remembering very little, and that's a good thing.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, what do you think of Lotso from Toy Story 3?
Which one was Lotso?
I forget, too.
The bear, right?
The bear?
The
pink bear, right? No?
I thought he was amusing.
Well, now I got to
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the pink bear.
Story. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely right.
Mhm.
Lotso hugging.
Yes. Rico, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh, haha, Snoop Dogg is playing a cat. It's funny because it's ironic. Please note, I'm being sarcastic.
Sarcasm.
Sarcastic. I just thought the joke was okay. But I'm a sucker for Snoop Dogg. Even if he's in something terrible, I'm kind of like...
I can only do Snoop Dogg when he's paired with Martha Stewart.
Tiff Guy, thank you for the 80 bits. Malcolm, what were some of your favorite Hanna-Barbera cartoons growing up?
Ooh, Hanna-Barbera. Like I like Flintstones and Jetsons, okay. But I gotta say Powerpuff Girls and was that Hanna-Barbera?
No, that wasn't Hanna-Barbera. No, we're close, man.
I'm just thinking
honey,
like
No, they're like Yogi Bear, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo would probably be mine.
That'd be mine, yeah.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh,
right?
technically,
the original one. Yeah, the original.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Bravo. I did like early Johnny Bravo a lot.
And they did do Tom and Jerry. People forget.
Oh yeah, they did.
Okay,
I was thinking
if we're
about
going,
that
if we're going that era of Hanna-Barbera, then Tom and Jerry hands down.
Yes, yeah, Tom and Jerry for sure. That era was pretty funny.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Not gonna lie, Chris Pratt's voice as Garfield is really growing on me. I can't help it. This is who I am. As long as you accept who you are, we can accept
To the
you
moon,
too.
Alice!
Spike, thank you for the 50 bits. Garfield, the director of Chicken Little and Sony? What could go wrong? Wait, why is suddenly everything on fire?
The director of Chicken Little,
this is some real gatekeeper keymaster shit here. I think we're
It's
gonna be
gonna make
somebody
money.
gozer. Yeah, those two should not be put together.
It's gonna make money.
Ding, 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 Malcolm. That's exactly what it is. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, what do you think of Don Rafael Montero from Zorro?
He was the bad guy, right?
I don't know about that one.
Yes.
I enjoyed him. I like him. I like him better than the villain in the second one.
I
do love me some Rufus Sewell, but I don't like the second movie.
I can't decide if this is really encouraging or depressing. The guy who directed Garfield the movie and Chicken Little also directed Emperor's New Groove and Cats Don't Dance.
Oh, I love both of those.
I was gonna say there's good comedy in those.
Okay.
That's I don't know how to feel about that.
So here's my problem with animation. A lot of times it isn't always about the director. It's like how really crappy the script is or the studio behind it. So I've seen like directors where they would do something amazing and then somehow you see one that's god awful. And it's just like, well, there was a lot of production help behind
Beauty
the
and the
scenes.
Beast directed the Bobbleheads movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's your prime example. So
Hunchback, at least, yeah.
Rico, thank you for gifting that sub. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's Disney Nerd. Thank you for the 50 bits. Well, someone in chat informed me that the director of Chicken Fucking Little directed this. Insert Doug's back credit card freakout here.
But also Emperor's New Groove and Gas Don't Dance. There's a little wiggle room. This is still gonna be shit, but there's a little wiggle room.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have like some funny, wacky, like slapstick situations. That's what I see potentially happening here.
Yeah.
So.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, and Dinosaurs, my favorite character is a tie between Earl and Mr. Richfield. Who do you like more?
Good lord, I haven't seen Dinosaurs in like 20 years.
Right?
Mr.
Same.
Richfield was
That's
the
the boss.
Triceratops, the boss. Yeah, I gotta go with the boss. He was pretty damn funny. It's a great character design too.
Oiram, thank you for the 100 bits. I don't know why you just won't let this go. If I may plead my case, this isn't to make fun of people. It's more like, imagine if this person was born as someone that people immediately despise at first glance. It's sort of like the Pixar thing of what if this character had feelings?
What are we talking about?
You're mixing things that probably shouldn't go together. I'm just saying. People gonna take it the wrong way.
Oh, is this the negative animation thing? I get what you're saying too. So.
Mumra, thank you for the 100. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say, like, I can understand like the artistic curiosity behind it, but I don't know.
No
if that
one would ever do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe some art school somewhere, like some private art film.
The closest we've come to, there was that joke in Family Guy where they show the crows from Dumbo, and Peter's like, "That's good old-fashioned family racism." So that kind of was referencing it,
or like how Ralph Bakshi just straight up called attention to it in his animation.
Yeah.
But that dude's a fucking genius when he does.
Anyway, Mumra, thank you for the 100 bits. Speaking of Snoop Dogg, just saw that there is a sequel to Half Baked coming out straight to Blu-ray. It's called Half Baked Too High. Only returning character is the actress who played Chappelle's girlfriend from the original. No trailer yet, but saw the cover to the Blu-ray and it looks terrible.
I was gonna say it doesn't sound good.
Okay, aside from Chappelle, obviously, are the rest of those actors really that hard to get? Man, the girlfriend of one of the main characters. All right.
Oh, Tiff Guy, sorry about that. I don't know how that happened. I accidentally did the wrong thing. Slightly unpopular opinion, thank you for the 100 bits, but the old nostalgic shows, even Hanna-Barbera shows, deserve to evolve, even if they lose their edge.
I mean, anything should evolve. I think it's good to evolve. It's practically the definition.
Doing them now? I don't what.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So they're just saying that things can evolve, like old nostalgic shows deserve to evolve and can evolve to like this.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing a reboot of something that's 40 years old, I'm fine with that.
Scooby-Doo's still going. There's some versions of it that are really
the
fun.
animation's a lot better than it was. Yeah. And the 60s references are toned down because half of them would make sense now.
Rico, thank you for the 500 bits. Appreciate that. Just to push this hype train forward. Thank you. We're in a hype train. Hype train number 2 of the night. Let's go. Thank you. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, have you seen the anime movie Summer Wars? If you have, what did you think of it?
That has been on my to-watch list for years now.
Forever,
and
same.
It's been on my Amazon gift list for years now. Somehow no one's ever got it for me. But yeah, I'm eventually I will watch it. But yeah, I do want to see it, because it always comes up as recommended. I've seen a ton of anime movies, so yeah, I will get around to it eventually.
I've seen it. It's pretty interesting. The animation's beautiful.
Oof, that's what I've heard. Yeah. I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Looks like 2026 is going to be a big year because Mario 2 is coming out on April 3rd.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, hope it's good.
Nice.
Wow.
Cool.
I like the first one.
Yeah.
That was fast, wasn't it?
What, for the sequel? I mean, it's 2026.
2 years
from now.
2 years?
3 years since the last one would have come out, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, the final trailer we have before, if we have time, we can jump into some movie news. Is the official trailer for the Fallout TV series. I don't know if you guys have seen this one yet or not, but
I've seen it, but I know nothing about the game, so keep that in mind.
I have not seen it, actually.
All right, well, here we go. There it goes.
Hello there. I'm here to show you a wonderful place. A veritable Camelot of the nuclear age. Not made by God Almighty, but the working man. You can be a hero by purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow, the world is going to need you to build a better day after.
That's a Twilight Zone.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
The mission of the vaults should be important to everyone. To come up to the surface one day and restart civilization. Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Holy shit. You're an actual vault dweller.
I am.
I thought all you dipshits were dead.
I like what
It's insane.
I don't set the world.
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
I just want to start.
I've had a rough week. Practically every person I've met up here has tried to kill me.
I'm simply going to harvest your organs.
You need to go home. You come from a world of rules, of laws. You should not be alone.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
People are going to come after you.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Vaulty. Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs. You look out at this wasteland, looks like chaos, but there's always somebody behind the wheel.
I mean, it looks good.
I like those suits are actually there. It's not like just these giant CG.
What is happening here?
Because I know very little of Fallout myself. Like, I wish Tamara were here
wants to save the world. They just
I'm sure she's already seen this like 8 times.
to disagree on how.
There you are, you little killer.
Yeah, man. So I think you might have called it, Heather, how for a long time they're saying like, oh yeah, what's gonna be the next comic book movies and stuff with all the video game adaptation. It's not just video game adaptation, it's video game apocalyptic adaptations. I feel
I'll say this. It looks expensive enough that Jeff Bezos probably had to sell one of his 9,000 luxury cars.
So this is literally like my sixth. I've watched this trailer like 6, 7, or 8 times. Tamara and I watched it last night for our show
You have
Video
a
Game
problem.
Vibes. I'm so excited.
Okay.
I think
'cause
this looks great.
You play Fallout 2, right?
I played Fallout 4 and that's it. But I did spend a whole year of my life playing Fallout 4.
Do we know is this taking on a particular Fallout game or is it just a generic Fallout?
So it's not a particular game. And in fact, Tamara was just talking about
Because
last
parts of it, I was
night.
like, oh, maybe this is like New Vegas. I'm like, oh, no, wait. No, this isn't. I'm like, oh, well, maybe this is 4. Okay, so.
Yeah, Tamara was saying last night that actually some of the writers and producers and director of this Fallout series actually already know the plot of Fallout 5 because they wanted to make sure there was no overlap between this new series and Fallout 5. So Tamara was very excited about that and was like, that means there is knowledge of Fallout 5 somewhere in the world and I need it.
It looks entertaining. They got the like sense of humor there, and it does look expensive. Honestly, like I do find it fascinating that it looks definitely like way more expensive for a post-apocalyptic thing than like Last of Us did. Because like there were some times in Last of Us where it's like, it's looking a little cheap. I don't know if I buy this.
Well, and the funny thing is, because I saw the trailer for this, and I also saw the trailer for Borderlands is the other one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my first big fear, when I saw just the little thumbnail for Fallout, I was kind of like, oh, didn't I already see it? I'm like, no, that was Borderlands. I was afraid I was going to get them mixed up because they have kind of a similar kind of look and feel. But when I watched it, I'm like, all right, I can see the different identities. At least from the trailers, I can definitely see the different identities.
Only thing I'll say is this, and maybe this is just me, but it's a pet peeve. I'm like, everybody looks too clean. Like, I get if she just came out of the vault, that thing should look fresh and crisp. But every scene I've seen so far, it's like she just looks spotless in that blue suit. I'm like, should it be covered in muck at some point?
Yeah, I think they're just trying to draw a contrast between her and the surface people. Like, really make her seem like she's, like, well kept together.
I guess. Maybe she's washing that suit every night. I don't know. But that's the only thing that I'm just kind of like, huh.
I don't know. So a part of me looks at that suit, like the suit we're looking at right now, that giant metal suit, and kind of says, well, that kind of looks plasticky, like someone had to move around, like, but at the same time, it's really there. Like when somebody's moving around in that thing and fighting in that thing, it's an actual fight going on. And it's like, I'd much rather have that than just the CG clearly not there thing that looks
I've been watching
metal that's there.
Yeah, no, and I've been watching Halo, and I can tell you, like, the season 1 finale, the effects are so bad.
Oh, really?
There's like a scene where it's like all the aliens are like storming some temple or something, and I'm just like, I swear to God, I've seen better graphics in the freaking Halo games, like on an original Xbox. Like it's so. I'm just like, if they want to build some stuff and do this, like I'm like, it's fine. I'm just saying it just looks a little too clean. I'm like, scruff it up a little. That's my only criticism.
I mean, honestly, even if this is just as good as the Twisted Metal series was, which was better than I expected,
yeah,
I'll take it. Because Twisted Metal I liked a lot more than I thought I would. It was like, okay, what are we reaching for right now? Twisted, oh, okay. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
I do hope eventually we get beyond like post-apocalyptic, because I feel like it's all that.
I was gonna say, I think
like if we're doing video game adaptations, like there are other things out there besides post-apocalyptic stories.
Well, we had Uncharted, but everyone hated that, so no.
Well, but then we did. No, but then we do have like the Mario.
But that sucked.
A Zelda movie and stuff like
that.
Right,
we've got Mario, like, we've got Sonic.
Yeah, I guess we do.
Sonic, yeah, that's another good point.
I guess I'm talking about on TV, but
yeah, I think video game adaptations, that's gonna be the next comic book movies. I mean, as long as they keep making them at the very
least. The market gets oversaturated, and then we get video game adaptation fatigue, and then go back to, I don't know, playing video games.
Climmer, thank you for the 100 bits. With the announcement of the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 just announced, I would love to see Justin Felbinger, aka Sprig from Amphibia, to be the voice of Yoshi.
I can see that. Yeah, see that.
Sure, why not?
Big Mac, thank you for the 100 bits. You can definitely tell the set designers are big fans of the game. Let's hope the writers are too.
Yeah, I mean, so far
I got the sense of humor down. Like I was like, all right, I just hope it's entertaining.
Some of the like sarcastic optimism that's almost a part of it there. Yeah, for sure. Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. What do you think of Father Comstock from BioShock Infinite? Sorry.
I'm assuming he's asking you, Rob, because asked me last time.
I really enjoyed the character. I thought the twist was certainly fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. What a douchebag.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. I never played the game, so I know nothing about it, but the character on the thumbnail looks like the diver from the SpongeBob movie banged a stormtrooper. It's a power armor, thank you very much, and I love the way they look in this series.
How dare you, sir?
I can't unsee it now.
And or madam.
Rico, thank you for the 100 bits. This does look faithful to the games. I'm a sucker for the retro future look. I know, right? Gosh, and some of the music.
There's a scene where some people are running through like what it looks like a field, but it's projected, like you can tell there's like projected sunshine, but then it hit the please stand by thing repeated on there. I love imagery like that where it's supposed to be really pleasant, but then there's just this one glaring error that takes over everything. I love that kind of imagery.
I know, guys, thank you for the 50 bits. When it comes to Mario 2, I have some cast members I think could work. Aquafina as Yoshi, Zendaya as Daisy, Kristen Schaal as Toadette, Bill Hader as Waluigi, and of course, Danny DeVito as Waluigi.
Those aren't too bad. Who was Aquafina? Yoshi? I don't know.
Yoshi.
She'd have to do some kind of. I don't think she could just do.
She would just be like, Yoshi, Yoshi!
This whole time.
Yoshi.
I mean, it could just get the Yoshi actor that plays in the video games, because Yoshi just, makes those noises.
Very true.
Yeah. Hire the voice actors.
Heck yeah, let's go. Tiff Guy, thank you for the 145 bits. Gonna say this right now. If Todd Howard doesn't promote this show, we'll get a good product. Oh, poor Todd Howard. Strider for Life, thank you for the 50 bits. I'm looking forward to Codsworth's dad jokes. Yeah, I do love that we got a segment of Codsworth over there just being like, I'm just gonna harvest your organs. Beautiful. Tip Guy, thank you for the 145 bits. This is a good year for nerds. Video games, movies, TV shows. Can we just celebrate?
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
We
can
must
we-
nitpick and
Yep.
You
No,
literally
no.
had
Can
like
we-
a decade of
Can
stuff
we say?
celebrating everything.
Yeah, can we like just this whole thing? It's a good year for nerds. It's been a good 2 decades for nerds.
Oh
Are you
yeah,
kidding
big
me?
time.
Since about Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, I'd even go with the Star Wars
Marvel,
prequels, no matter what I
no.
think of them.
Yeah,
and
no, like,
then we have Marvel on top of
the
it. Like,
MCU. If you're looking at the MCU and like, yeah, we haven't
Yeah.
had our moment. It's like you're never gonna have your moment.
yeah, it's just been like it's been 20 years. Like nerds inherited the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Though I do feel bad as person's just trying to celebrate. Like, yeah, here's some good stuff coming out. But it's like, well, let us tell you. It's like, just celebrate. That's fine. You can celebrate.
No, you can celebrate. But I'm just saying it's just
Yeah.
like it's not a good year for nerds. It's a good
Couple decades. Yeah, I'm with
it's
you.
a good quarter century, really, at this point.
Yep.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. A problem I had with Avatar, and I don't think this is not a spoiler, is that in the original, Gyatso was determined to keep Aang with him, but in the remake, he accepted the other monks' decision to separate them. Did that bother you guys?
I don't know if it matters since all of that happened in like the first 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, compared to everything else, it didn't bother me too much.
Yeah, like everything in that first episode was just like it was just so front loaded, so much exposition.
Just showing that at the beginning and not with Zuko's backstory. Like that was my bigger issue because that made probably one of the best episodes of the show.
Cypher, thank you so much for the 500 bits. Really appreciate
you.
that. Hi, Heather. Hi,
Wow,
Doug.
yeah.
Hi, Malcolm. Hi, Rob.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. When it comes to Kung Fu Panda 4, I actually enjoyed it more than 3. I really enjoyed Zhen the fox. Also, I think Po was holding back throughout the entire movie because he knew that...
Oh no, I gotta
Spoiler.
hold on. Let me.
So I'm not going to finish it. Did... Malcolm?
Oh.
Okay, I didn't read the spoiler. It's fine because I haven't seen
Okay.
it either, so I'd not like to spoil it for everyone.
Who knew Poe was Anakin the whole time?
So basically, do you think Poe was holding back in the movie?
Oh, you saw it, Doug?
Yeah. I wouldn't have said, I wouldn't have assumed that, but again, for for what the movie is, I didn't read that much into it, but a little bit. I mean, there's some philosophy that's still there. You know, it's not bad. It's that, you know, I still ended up recommending it. I just think it's the least of the films.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. You think you could review Ruby Gillen, Teenage Kraken, or Home in the Future? I swear they are by far the absolute worst DreamWorks films I've ever seen.
Oh my god! When I first saw the trailer for Teenage Kraken, I thought it was a spoof. I'm like, this is a joke, right?
Yeah, I thought that was a spoof. Is it not?
No, do you remember too? Everyone was asking about. I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I'm like, but okay. I thought I just assumed it was going to bomb, and then it came out and bombed. It's like, okay, I was right. It didn't look like anything to me, and that's what I hear all the critics are like. This isn't awful, but it's nothing. I remember seeing Home, and again, I don't remember being awful, but I don't remember it leaving like much of an impression on me. Maybe one of these years I wouldn't mind getting back to like DreamWorks area, and maybe I'll look them over then.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, I know you didn't like Magnifico from Wish, but what did you think of his song, This Is the Thanks I Get?
All the songs, I shouldn't say all, most of the songs, I do come out humming them. So I will give them that. The melodies are a little generic, but I do hum them, so that's something. The lyrics are not very
really
good.
bad.
Yeah, the lyrics are very.
I saw it.
Bad.
So Doug showed it to me for the first time, and I was just. He said, "Listen to these lyrics." I kept listening. I'm like, "Oh wow, these are awful." All we could figure is they wanted to be like Lin-Manuel Miranda, and whoever they got just was not up to the task.
Yeah.
Which surprises me because I'm like, isn't Lin Miranda under contract with Disney?
Yeah, I mean, they can use them whenever they want.
It's your 100-year anniversary big movie. Why didn't you just get him?
But no, in terms of the song, I like the melody. That was about it.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to deal with something. Great. Now we're done with trailers, but just some quick chat over here, everyone. So what have you been watching? You watch any new movies, any new TV series or anything that you want to share your thoughts on here?
I've been watching The Neighbor Across the Street. I think he can. I'm pretty convinced, actually.
I saw Imaginary.
Oh, did you really?
I heard it's not that great.
Yeah, how did you like it? What was it like?
It was interesting. Okay, so I started out not liking the movie, and then I started to like it, and then I disliked it again.
That's why I hear there's like one thing in there that's like that has potential, and then they don't do anything with it.
Yeah. Like I don't want to spoil it in case anyone's interested, because I don't know. I'm on the fence about how I feel about it, because I don't know, Blumhouse, like they got some good ideas, regardless how you might feel about each project that they put out with their horror movies. They have some unique ideas, which is what I really like about them as a company. But yeah.
A24 is kind of similar too. They're kind of like the competing too, and they do have distinct styles. But sometimes it's like, oh, you can like. I would think the remake of Invisible Man would be like an A24 movie, but that's a Blumhouse,
right?
Movie. Every once in a while they come up with one where it's like, oh, I thought, or the what was it, the Talk to Me? Is that what it's called? The one with the hand that grabs people?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that would be Blumhouse, and that's A24. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's A24. Anyway, but no, that's what I've heard about too. I about halfway through a show. It's not that bad. It's called The Second Best Hospital in the Galaxy, and it's, I guess, trying to be kind of like a mix between Rick and Morty and BoJack Horseman, where it's like thousands of years in the future, there's all these aliens and stuff, and it's about exactly that, this hospital and how they treat these different creatures and stuff. And the comedy's okay, the characters are okay, but the diseases and how they evolve and then the way they fix the diseases are super creative and really clever. Like there's an STD that goes around where you take on the traits of the person you were just with. Like you actually start to turn into them. And then you also sometimes get like some of their mindset too. And like that is so fucking clever and so funny. And they kind of have these different ideas that work that way. And because it's animation, you can't do anything with it. And so far we're enjoying it. But that's the best part. Like the comedy's okay, the character's okay, but like the actual world itself is really, really cool.
Yeah.
What's it? What's the name of it again?
The second best hospital in the galaxy. It's on Prime, I think.
Okay, the second best hospital in the galaxy. I'll just
And
check
it,
that out.
and it's because Kieran Culkin is in it too. And if you've seen Succession, I mean, he plays just an absolute cynical asshole, like perfection. Like he's so good. And he's such this timid little doctor in here. He's just, oh, well, if that's what you want, okay. Well, perhaps we might recommend this. He's just the nicest little dude in this, and he's kind of like adorable. And it's so cool to see him go from like just this lovably despicable character to just this lovable character. Like, I don't know. I was surprised how much I got into it, even though it's like, it's not perfect, but like, I was pretty impressed. I was impressed with the creativity of it.
I finally sat down and watched the Mean Girls musical because it's streaming now, and oh my gosh, it was everything I wanted it to be.
Where's it streaming?
Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus.
That's not streaming. That doesn't count.
Gosh
That's
darn
someplace
it, Doug.
people can actually go to watch it.
Listen. Every person I know who has Paramount Plus has it for one very specific reason, and it's just Star Trek. So, you know.
That's the only reason to have Paramount Plus. It's to fleece Trekkies.
Seriously, the only reason I have access to Paramount Plus is because my mom is a Trekkie, and so she bought Paramount Plus.
And Mean Girls the musical.
Right, well.
Literally, when you enter your login information, it says pay up, nerd.
Yeah, basically, I think my sister and I tend to use it more than she does anyway, because my sister uses it for a lot of the Nickelodeon stuff is on there, like a backlog of old Nickelodeon shows. So, like, she'll sit her kids down to, like, watch a backlog of Nickelodeon shows on Paramount Plus.
But how will I get my spoofy Star Trek moments if I can't watch Lower Decks? Am I to watch Family Guy?
Lower Decks is so good, though, Rob. Lower Decks is so good.
The Orville.
Yeah. Robot Chicken. 1,000 other things that have made fun of Star Trek.
So it was good, the Mean Girls
musical? I loved it. Renee Rapp was so good as Regina George.
And that's the one everybody says was like the big standout in the movie. Somebody said, I keep hearing from people like there's some sort of choice made that I guess was in the musical too that's like a little divisive or is really different from like the original movie. Do you know what they're talking about when they talk about that?
I'm trying to think.
Because like I remember the original, I remember liking the movie okay, but I didn't grow up with it, so I didn't think I quite rewatched it over and over. But I liked it, fine. I guess like diehard fans have like an issue with they either love this change or they don't like this change. I'm not sure what the change is.
I don't know what the change is either, which is funny because I am a hardcore Mean Girls fan.
Okay.
I am a hardcore Mean Girls fan. That's one of my favorite movies. It's one of the few movies I could like quote at you is Mean Girls. So then when the very first touring company of the Broadway show came through Chicago, I had tickets like that.
The only line, and I remember being a good movie, but the only line I really remember that for some reason, I think both Rob and I just laughed our asses off, and I couldn't tell you why, was when they're going through who all the kids are and stuff. It's like, who's that? And, it's like, oh, that's so-and-so. Her dad's rich because he invented toaster strudel.
Yeah. That's Gretchen.
It made me laugh so hard. That was so
because it was so specific, and it's such a funny toaster strudel's just such a funny set of words.
Just invented toaster strudel. That just tickled me so hard.
It's good. It's good stuff, man. I love it. I love it so much. I've also been watching. Have any of you watched the show Our Flag Means Death? Lucas and I are trying to watch the final season.
I hear it's good.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I love Our Flag Means Death. It is a pirate show comedy with Taika Waititi. It's so funny. It's so good. It's very poignant.
Oh,
it's on Max. Oh, really?
Tell me about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's very good. Taika Waititi is Blackbeard. It's great stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's one I should probably check. Is it what? Now tell me this: is it one of those where it starts off funny and only gets better? Or is it like, it's kind of a slow burn? You have to give it a minute.
I think it starts off funny. We loved it from the moment that we watched it, but we had a lot of friends who were really into it too. But yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll give it a chance, because there are those shows where it's like, because my wife and I, we try to find like morning shows, even sometimes evening shows, and there's always some of the times you watch that thing where it's like, no, give it a minute, it's gonna get really good, or sometimes where it's like, yeah, you can skip season 1 or the first few episodes or something, but if it starts off good, then it's like, all right, that's nice, you don't have to skip anything.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I caught up and finally saw the Banshees of Inisherin.
Oh,
Inisherin.
Inisherin. What did I say?
I don't know.
Oh, Inisherin. I thought it was a laugh riot.
I fucking loved it. Yeah.
I had somebody tell me on my personal Facebook that they were appalled, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can see that, but I'm just like, I think if you see it as a dark comedy, which I think it is,
just
like,
a super dark comedy.
Oh, it is the unsweetened Turkish black coffee of dark comedies. I freaking loved it.
My in-laws said, we just saw the worst movie we saw all last year, Banshees of Inisherin. Absolutely terrible. And I said, I said, did you know it was a dark comedy? And like, is that what it was supposed to be? So I told my dad that going in, I said, look, I even said that my in-laws didn't like it. I said they didn't know it was supposed to be funny. So I said, just go in knowing it's just a crazy, super dark, disturbing comedy. And he did. He was like, yeah, I thought it was great. Knowing that.
I will say this too. It is like one of the most Irishy things I've ever seen.
Yes, very
and probably belongs in the category of movie of Irish films that would be over in 10 minutes if people could just stop being so damn Irish for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no.
Like you watch it, it's just like, boy, like if you just could stop holding the grudge or something, like this would go by quickly.
But it's a brilliant film too. Watching it again.
Yeah, no.
It's
just great. Like
knowing where it's gonna go and set against the Civil War and everything. I mean, it's so
the Irish Civil War, the Troubles. I do think like it does help a bit if you like kind of have like a mindset, have like the Irish mindset while watching it, because it kind of encapsulates a lot of their idiosyncrasies quite nicely.
Yeah. My wife couldn't get into it. She laughed a lot. She got into the story, but by the end she was like, no, I was just too disturbed. It was just too sad and too depressing. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's also funny. I mean, it's like, it's so relentlessly mean.
At any point, either of these characters could have just stopped what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the joke of it. It's just like, well, like, just stop being so, Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I will say this. I'm not sure if it's one of those like all the awards and nominations or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if I would have gone that far with it. Like, oh, this is an Academy Award-winning film. But I mean, I did really enjoy it.
See, for me, watching it again, I'm like, this might be one of my new favorite movies. I really did like it that much.
Yeah, I will say I've only seen it once, and I went in fresh. So maybe if I see it again, but yeah, no, I thought it was really entertaining. Which I guess gives you a sick insight into my mind. So. Yeah.
All right, we only have 5 minutes, so I think I'm going to have to blast through some of these bit messages really fast here. That Disney Nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. I checked out Damsel on Netflix. I can't say it's good, but Millie Bobby Brown was clearly giving it her all, and it was just engaging enough. I was entertained from beginning to end.
Cool. She's always good. She does a good job.
Yeah, no, she's a good actress.
Rico, thank you for the 100 bits. Yes, Talk to Me is A24. Good.
Oh, well, there you go.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, who in The Ghost and Molly McGee is your favorite character?
Probably the Ghost. I like that voice actor. I think he's a lot of fun.
Matt Tim Muffhawken, thank you for the 100 bits. I saw Blackberry. I absolutely loved it. Jay Barakal and Glenn Howerton are excellent, especially Howerton, who should have been nominated for an Oscar for his performance. Also, I have a theory that this character in the movie is based on his character in It's Always Sunny. Don't you agree?
Yeah, kind of. Look up the history, because they do say the personalities are completely made up. Everything else happened, but the personalities are just total nonsense, but look up the history. It's interesting.
Spike, thank you for the 50 bits. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. Absolutely.
Yeah.
An absolute legend.
Absolute legend. I think his work is going to be like referenced and acknowledged for like decades and like centuries, I think.
Genuinely, no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Ball changed the landscape of shonen anime and manga. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, I feel like the two, you can point to a couple things that really made like anime like a big deal in America. I mean, Pokemon's obviously a big one, but it's like I would say Dragon Ball is another huge one. Definitely, like a lot of people got into it through Dragon Ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Doug, in the Ghost and Molly McGee. What do you think of Andrea? On the one hand, I like her, but on the other hand, I think she's kind of a less interesting version of Amity.
I'm on Ghost and Molly. I'm trying to remember who Andrea is. Oh, it's the main. No. That's the bully. Yeah. I kind of agree. She's just sort of generic bully, but gets the job done.
Big Mac, thank you for the 50 bits. I just renewed my Paramount Plus subscription whenever a new South Park special comes out.
And there are a couple things like that and Beavis and Butthead I do legit want to see.
Yeah.
Mum Ra, thank you for the 100 bits. Did you guys see Sinbad Patow's first video on Instagram last week since his stroke happened in 2020? It's very heartwarming, and the thanks he gives to his fans and seeing him doing really well and cracking jokes a bit. I remember I had tickets to see his stand-up show here in Iowa, and the news dropped and the show was canceled. Really happy to see him doing okay. Happy for him and his family.
I didn't even know he had a show. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
I hope he's
Sinbad.
doing all right.
No,
yeah,
I knew he had a
he's
stroke.
alright.
I'm glad he's doing better.
Yeah.
That Disney
Wow.
nerd? Oh, yeah, sorry.
I just.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. Taika Waititi plays Blackbeard. Was he more memorable than Ian McShane? I mean, yeah, maybe.
I was gonna say it's not. He doesn't do that great job. I mean, Ian McShane. He's a great actor, but he didn't do that great.
I know, guys. Thank you for the 50 bits. Good news for you, Doug. Venom 3 found its title, The Last Dance. We won't be getting any more Venom movies. Praise the Lord.
They can say that all they want, but no, you know what? You're probably right. They won't. It's Adam Webb. And
No, unless contractually at some point they have to maintain the rights.
Oh, who's the animal guy from Spider-Man? Why am I blanking his
Kraven?
name? Yeah, Craven. Madam Web in the future, Craven are gonna tell us anything. Hey, yeah, they'll probably, hopefully, they wrap them up.
Rico, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you for the stream. Hope, had fun. Hope you all did too.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Movie Mike, thank you for the 100 bits. Rob, when you were a kid, did you watch Rocko's Modern Life? If you'd eyed, who was your favorite character?
Passingly, it was a little beyond my time. So I can't think of a favorite character off the top of my head. Maybe Rocco. But yeah, I feel like there's a joke we remember from that show, Doug, and I can't remember what the hell it was.
I mean, there are a couple,
some
there's
phone
one
line.
we really quote or anything. Oh yeah, oh baby, oh baby. Yeah, we get a job as
Oh,
well.
that was it. Yeah, that was pretty funny. No, it was a decent show. I just didn't get to watch it that much.
On a Joker, thank you for the 100 bits. If working at Channel Awesome was like joining a sorority or fraternity, let's go with that. What would the initiation be like?
Just showing you garbage pail kids, and nobody would make it.
If you survive, you're in.
It would be a regular audition, and then all Doug and Rob going, "What? You've never seen this thing?" And then repeatedly quoting it at you.
You have to watch
For the
10 of
rest
the
of your
lowest
days.
rated movies on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes.
Honestly, that would be the initiation.
It would.
Yeah.
It would. All right, everyone. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this experiment of a show here. We do have content here 5 days a week, so please come on back. We'll be here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Malcolm's gonna be here with some Thirst Thursday.
Thursday.
That's
Nice.
so named by my chat. My stream. So
yeah,
I'm like, I'm just gonna roll with it.
And people say I'm the messed up one.
That Disney nerd, thank you for the 50 bits. Really appreciate that. But yeah, hopefully you will stop by and hang out with us later. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye so soon, and isn't this a crowd?